Today we had something very special, the Gundam card game TCG Beta Edition. So this was one of 36 or 48, I think it was, in my state, which is quite exciting. So I did open some of the packs to play the game itself, but some packs are still sealed, or they've got the tops cut open to stop resellers. Yeah, we can still have some things to open. So I'll show the cards that I opened earlier. So this is the card that comes with the set itself, and all the cards up the top here have the beta stamp up there. So all these cards, I've been told, will be available in either the first 4 structure decks or the first set itself. So obviously these ones are all beta stamped, but these cards will all be available in some way, shape or form in the future. So yeah, so this is the first sort of shiny you get, and then this is just showing you what's in the box. And these are the packs that I've yet to open here. So we've got a good decent amount here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more packs to open. So I think I opened 6, judging that. And there is a guaranteed God pack apparently in here. So you can see they've cut them open just to stop resellers, but they're still sealed essentially. There's a guaranteed God pack. I haven't opened that one yet, but yeah. So we still have the God pack in this. So I'll just get the structure deck. Okay, so I've got my deck out. So my deck that I used is here. I actually did pretty well with it. I really enjoyed it. So if you're not familiar to a Bandai game, apparently it's pretty much exactly the same as Digimon. But if you're not familiar to Digimon, I would say it's pretty close to Hearthstone actually, which is pretty fun. I actually had a lot of fun with it. Anyway, so every participant got this sort of a beta card up here, RP001, as a sort of entering or being lucky enough to play. So yeah, just a resource card. So resource card is literally just the basic energy. It's like an energy, yeah. Essentially, the best way to look at this, if you're a Pokemon watcher, this is just an energy card. That's the best way. And then you get a lot more of them. You get about, I think, 20 of these in your beta pack. But what's wild is that these things are selling out on TCG Player for more than $1 each, which is wild. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see if that trend continues. But yeah, there's like a ton of resources here. And then in my yellow sleeves here, there's more resources. Some EX resources. And then you got the regular resources here. And there's like a world. There should be a world card or something. Like your base, your starter shields. There it is, your starter shields, your EX base. So 0 attack, 3 life. One thing I will say is it's very confusing down here. So life is on the left hand side and attack is on the right hand side. Why on earth they didn't either 3 here, 0 here, like separate them so it's really easy, or why on earth they didn't just had DEF, or sorry, like ATK and then DEF here or something like that. Why, like, just having the numbers next to each other, incredibly confusing when you're playing. I was confused many times. My opponents were confused many times. Everyone was just confused. Honestly, it really. I know it's the beta, and you know betas are supposed to be a time for change. I don't think they're going to change it, but they should change it. Honestly, it would make the game so much better. But anyway, continuing on, these are your token cards. So if you're familiar to Yu-Gi-Oh, they are essentially tokens, but there's different types of tokens. So every deck will have these same types of tokens. They're just your standard, 3/3, 2/2, 1/1, and 3/1s. Yeah, just a token essentially with different attack. They don't really do anything. What else we got around here? These are some of the cards that I pulled, but I didn't use in my deck. So you're allowed 2 colors. So there's white and blue and green. I used a blue and white deck. So these are all the blue and white cards that I didn't use in my structured, my deck. So yeah, just some commons. It looks in the corners. Yeah, all commons, but still, like I said in TCG Player, these are actually going for crazy prices. And these sleeved ones here are the holographics. They're in a matte sleeve, so it's quite hard to see, but it's just if you're familiar with sort of the holographics in Pokemon, it's like a full holographic in Pokemon. So yeah, these are just rares. So yeah, the green rare, and then another green rare, and then yeah, just some more common greens here. I'm not going to go through all of these, and I'm not going to add any prices on them, because a lot of cards that have been sold have been being sold at ridiculous prices at the moment. This beta has literally just come out. And so it's very hard to gauge the prices of things, and especially with how they're selling on TCG Player. Not everything's actually being sold at the moment. There's not every card's being sold. So some cards, you know, there was one card that was being sold for about $600 or $900, I think it was. And then a couple for a couple $100, and then it just dropped to like $30 after that. So not every card that is available is actually being sold. But yes, for most of the box, it is quite random. You do get your packs. You do get a little bit of a starter deck, but it's not much. But it's enough to get you going essentially. And then yeah, so we'll just go through the cards that I got in my deck. If we come across any shinies, I'll stop on them. But yeah, this is essentially what I'm rolling with. And like I said, it actually went pretty well. So if you want to write, I'll write this down in a Google Doc and put it in the comments if you guys want to start it as your own structure deck. Not structure deck, sorry, your own starter deck going into the TCG. So I pulled this out with only six packs, and yeah, whatever the basic brick came with. So, and it worked pretty well. So this is Airstrike Gundam. This was my LR that I got. LR is technically the highest rarity, but there is secret rares and alt arts and things like that on top of it. I don't know their official names, but yes, there is those. And then we have another sort of rare card. What one's this one? This is another LR, different pattern. It's very hard to see. They're very similar to collector's rares in Yu-Gi-Oh, but I do have the matte shielding inside of this shielding, this sleeve here. So they are very hard to see, but hopefully we'll pull some more from the packs, and then we'll get to see the full shine of the holographics there. So yeah, just going through these ones. I think that's another holographic. No, if it would be in a matte sleeve, if it would be, all my holographics go on the matte sleeves. Another one here. Perfect Strike Gundam is rare. And then yes, Gun Cannon as a rare here as well. So that is essentially what I'm running and what I've opened so far. And now we get to the fun part. We get to open up the rest of the packs. So let's go. I've been waiting for a while to do this. It itched to me so much not doing it at the event. But yeah, it's good to finally get into this. So not every pack has a holographic. So yeah. I'll scream out if I see anything new. Oh, this is a new card. I don't think I have this one yet. Unless, you know, good card. This was pretty useful. Yeah, so actually a lot of these cards are quite new. So while my deck did get me across the line for most of it, oh, nice. A nice new rare with the main character from the anime. I must apologize. It's been on my list. I haven't seen it yet. I know. The shock and horror. I do want to watch it. I've also been meaning to get into the Gundam, actually building some. So that would, yeah, I wanted to bring back a set from Japan, but the boxes are massive. I didn't have room in my suitcase, unfortunately. But next time, I've promised I won't make that mistake again. I still remember what the box looks like. But I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to have the opportunity to get that Gundam again that I wanted. Hopefully, we'll go to the Gundam store back in Odaiba, the Gundam base as they call it, I think it is, and we'll see. They had a lot of Gundam there, so we'll see if I can get it this time around. I'm not going to make that mistake again. And then, okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there is a rare in every pack. Interesting. So Gundam Aerial. So yeah, we're seeing some new Gundam. So let me just explain how the levels work and the cost. So every turn you get one of the resource cards. You start with the first turn you get one, and that's that's how it goes essentially. So the cost is you use the resource cards, but they stay there. The amount of resource cards you have in total is the level. So you have three resource cards. It's level 3, but it might only cost 2. So you need 3 resource cards out to summon it, but you only spend 2 essentially. So that's sort of how it works. So essentially you can't play a level 5 Gundam or a level 5 card until turn 5 essentially. Level 5 is currently the highest I've seen. But yeah, it's essentially like Hearthstone in that way, in terms of that every turn you gain an energy, and then you spend those energies depending on the card itself that you're playing. It's a lot more manual than Hearthstone, obviously, considering it's a actual card game and not a phone card game. Sorry, I'm about to sneeze. So I'll see if I can show you what I mean. There's another one at level 4, so you can't have to wait to turn 4 to play it. But when you do play it, you only use 2 of your energy, so you can use 2 more energy. It's like, for example, if I was running him in my hand at level 4, I could summon both of these because it's 2 energy for each of them. And yeah, so that's sort of how it works. And then in terms of the Hearthstone additions as well, it's very much Hearthstone in terms of like all the different skills you have here. So you got like burst, deploy, activate. There is another one, I think it's called Breaker. And then like obviously you link pilots to a unit, all that sort of stuff. So this one's probably going to be a bad one, but this pilot is an Earth Federation white-based team. And then this unit is Operation Meteor or Troy Barton, so you have to get an Operation Meteor card to sort of link it. So for example, this is Earth Alliance and has an Earth Alliance trait. So he's not good. Let me see if I can... that's an Academy trait. And then, ooh, nice, a rare Operation Meteor. Let me find what I mean. Here we go. That's another unit card. Let me see what I can find. Okay, here we go. So this is an Operation Meteor Commander, which is the commander is the same as a unit, but it can also be played to use the action. So it's the same as like as a pilot, but it can be. So when you play a Gundam, it can't attack that turn. You have to wait a turn. But if you attach a unit to it that is a link unit, so Operation Meteor, it can attack that turn. So at level 5, I can play both of these for 4 energy or resources, and then you can attack straight away because it's linked pilot. Otherwise, if it's not a link, it just gains the bonuses and or effect if there is an effect. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I enjoy it. There's a bit of a unique twist, and I know that is different to Hearthstone. There's not really any of that linking sort of stuff, but in this game it is. So we're still waiting for that God Pack. I was told that every box has at least 1 God Pack. Now, oh, hello, Wing Gundam. Unfortunately, it's the same. Even down to the code at the top, it's the same, which is a bit disappointing. But you know, it is how it is. And actually, now that I've got it out, you can see it's got that collector's rare sort of 3D-ness to it almost. From the LRs, you can really see that when they were in the matte sleeves before. Alright, continuing on. I do like the strategy of it's very easy to open compared to how I usually struggle with opening of the packs. So yeah, I'm seeing a lot of new cards that I didn't actually have before. A nice print line across that one, that's fantastic. And the artwork on these cards, I'm very much liking it. It's very standardized. Which I enjoy. A nice rare Gundam, Unicorn Gundam. Yeah, so it's a very nice standard sort of artwork that they've done here, which I've enjoyed. Yeah, and the artwork itself is it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'd love to see. I'm very curious if they're going to include cards in the actual Gundam models, or something like a promo or something. I'll be very curious to see if they do that. I wouldn't be surprised if at first they don't, but in the future they do release some Gundams with some special cards just to, you know, give a bit of a boost. Well, it looks like we've got something on the end here. No, just a rare. Just a rare, I say, when it's probably worth quite a bit, considering it's a beta card, which is quite awesome. And yeah, like I said, the beta stamp is at the top for all of these cards. And yeah, the beta card. Even the resource cards have the beta stamp, which is quite cool. And just going through these Gundam, nothing really too much to talk about. And another Gundam Sandrock, I think we pulled him just before. So I think the beta, now, I did say all these cards are going to be available in the structure decks and the first pack opening, the first box or booster that gets released. Now I'm not sure, 51 types in total, so I think this is more of an abbreviated version. Yeah, we can see in the back 24 common, 9 rares, 15 uncommon, 3 legend rares. So yeah, it's an abbreviated version of what we're actually getting. So I think the first booster is going to expand it a little bit more. This is a very basic, obviously it's the beta, so it's very basic. So I'm sure the cards are going to probably go higher than level 5, I would imagine. I would imagine we're going to get up all the way up to level 10 Gundams, which is going to be interesting. But yeah, for the beta, they're only going up to level 5. Actually, no, I stand corrected. The Winged Gundam is level 6. So the Winged Gundam is level 6, which is the highest I've seen so far. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see sort of where they go. And it'd be interesting to see where they go with the card game in the future as well. What new mechanics they're going to introduce, what new rarities. Every card game has to have some new rarities and things like that. But I mean, it is a Bandai card game. I assume it's going to be exactly like Digimon. You know, why reinvent the wheel when it's not broken, sort of thing. So it looks like that might be our God Pack. I did hear it's supposed to be 1, and I'll be very upset if I didn't get one. But it's very odd that it would be the last one. The last pack. Oh, I don't think we have you. I'm hoping I get one of every card. That's always my goal. You know, one of every card. And then here we go. No, I didn't get it. Oh, now I'm quite upset. So we got our... Oh, that's a new one. I haven't seen him before. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just a little bit disappointed at the moment. I was expecting a God Pack, but... And just a red, and it didn't even get no art. That's very upsetting. I am quite upset. I don't really know how to feel about this one. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this preview, I guess, into the Gundam TCG. I certainly have enjoyed the game. It'll be quite fun to see where this one goes. Yeah, leave your comments down below. Let me know what you thought of the cards that I've shown, the deck that I've left in the comments below. Yeah, let me know. Yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next video. I promise there will be more Gundam coming. When the card game actually releases in June, I will open up a proper booster box. I promise that. I did it with One Piece. I'll do it with Gundam. If you guys want to see more card openings, if you go Pokemon, whatever you want to see, comment them down below. I'll do them. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one.